Lesson 71, we're finding the whole group when a fraction is known. Take, for instance, these red letters here. 3/5 of the fish in the pond are bluegills. If there are 45 bluegills in the pond, how many fish are in the pond? It says that 3/5 of them are bluegills. Okay? 3/5, that's how we write it. The bottom part of our fraction always tells us how many are in the whole number. Now, we can draw a diagram which helps us with fraction problems. If we draw a diagram, we know we need a total of 5 parts. We've got 5 boxes. Now, 3 of these boxes are bluegill. 2 that are left over then are the other fish. So 2/5, not bluegill. This is 3/5. Now, we know that there are 45 bluegills total. They tell us right here that there are 45 bluegills. Therefore, in these 3 boxes right here, all 3 of them should add up to 45. So to find out what 1 is, we need to take 45 and divide it by 3. Three goes into 45, 15. So there's 15 fish in each box. So therefore, these boxes down here will also have 15. So now we can see how many fish are in all. We know that 3 is equal to 45. These 3 will add up to 45. So now we just need to add 15 and 15, get 30, and we need to add 30 to 45 to get the total number of fish. 45 plus 30 equals 75 fish total. Let's take a look at example 1. Example 1 says when Juan finished page 51, he was 3/8 of the way through his book. His book had how many pages? Page 51 and 3/8 have a relationship. 3/8 of his book is 51 pages. That's 3/8 is our fraction. If I had a full 1, I would have 8/8. So that's why I have 8 boxes drawn here to the side. There's 8 boxes. Now, 3/8 is equal to 51. To figure out how many pages then go in each eighth, we can divide 51 by 3. So each box is going to contain 17 pages. We know that 3 of them is equal to 3/8. Therefore, we have 5/8 left over. We are asked to find how many pages are in his book altogether. We have 8 boxes, 17 in each box, so we can take 17 times 8 to get our final answer of how many total pages he has left to read. He has 136 pages to read in his book. Example 2 is taking example 1 a step further. It says, the story in example 1 can be expressed with the following equation. 3/8 times p is equal to 51. Now we're asked to solve the equation. This equation right here says that 3/8 times p equals 51. To get p by itself, we have to undo the multiplication that's here. To undo a multiplication, we divide by 3/8. But instead of dividing fractions, we multiply by the reciprocal on both sides of the equal sign. The reciprocal of 3/8 is 8/3. When we multiply this, 8 times 3, 24 over 3 times 8 on the bottom, which is 24. This is equal to 1. So therefore, we have 1 p left over is equal to, don't forget, we need to multiply by 8/3 on the other side of the equal sign. 51 can be written over 1 just like this. And now we can reduce. 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 51 17 times. What we're left with is 17 times 8 divided by 1 times 1. So therefore, all we need to do is 17 times 8. When we do that, we get 136. So once again, one set of pages is 130, one book is 136 pages. In our last example, it says, as Sakura went from room to room, she found that 3/5 of the lights were on and that 30 lights were off. So how many lights were on? 3/5 is our fraction, so we know that we need to draw a box with 5 separate sections. Now, 3/5 were on. 30 lights she found were off. This is the 30 lights she found. So therefore, if this is 3/5, then 30 is equal to 2/5. Now, if we know that 2/5 is equal to 30, then each box has 15 in it, because 15 plus 15 equals 30. That means these 3 boxes up here also have 15 in each box. Now, we are asked to find how many lights were on. We know that 3/5 of the lights were on, so therefore we need to take 15 times 3 to find the number of lights that were on. When we do that, we get 45 lights were on. This concludes our lesson for today. For your practice then, on page 504, you are to do A and B and bring it to class. Thanks.